What's up, everybody? Mike here, along with two of my best friends who are like brothers to me, Alex Misono, you see above me, Blue Dragon Ryu as well. First name, real name, Brent. So you're hearing us call him Brent during this discussion. Thinking this is sort of like a podcast type of style discussion we're going to be doing about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, because holy hell, did we get a week's worth of new updates, new reveals, so much stuff from Tokyo Game Show, and stuff that's been reported by IGN and other outlets as well too, that we want to go into, talk about, kind of dissect to a degree, and talk about our predictions of what the heck is going to be happening in Rebirth in the third game. We haven't done this in a long time. We actually, I think, did a session last year, and now we're doing one again. This is a bit more organized, as you see with the whole scene right here. So yeah, I don't know where we want to begin, guys, but maybe we should start with like some of the stuff revealed early in the week first, and then sort of go through that as towards last night or this morning was revealed. So basically, we had a state of play right recently. I don't know if both of you watched that, but we got the release date for February 29th and confirmation that's a 3-month time exclusive on PlayStation 5, and which is good. Oh, go ahead.
God, yeah. I would say the time exclusive for 3 months is beautiful because that's giving people enough time to play it like on PlayStation before it ships out to, well, in a sense, before it starts production into getting a PC port, which obviously that's probably going to be the first step. It might not go to Xbox right away, which is understandable. Like, there's still Xbox and Square Enix are still working out their dealings and everything. But when it comes to Rebirth, like just usually it's like 6 months to a year. The 3-month time frame, I'm actually kind of happy about, because then that just makes it a little bit closer to getting a PC port in that manner.
Yeah. And for those gamers out there who don't have PlayStation whatsoever, like yourself, Alex, you just mess with PC mainly. You do have an Xbox, but you try not to play that too much because you prefer your PC, which I understand.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's for like, I'm hoping that fall or winter of next year is when the PC version comes out. So
since
go ahead.
Said like 3 months, right?
Yeah.
So I would think it'll probably be in the summer. But you know how they did it the last time. It came out on Epic first.
It did come on Epic first. You're right. Before Steam.
After that, then Steam. So hopefully they don't do that.
Yeah.
It kind of messed up some of the sales with they when they did it for Epic then Steam, which it should be backwards. But
it depends. I mean, Epic probably offered them a good amount of money, just like, you know, PlayStation did to have it be a console exclusive. Epic probably offered them a good chunk of money to have it be an exclusive on Epic for a while before it went to Steam.
Which is fair. Usually game companies do that, where they would be like, hey, we'll pay you this if we get it exclusive for just a short amount of time.
But considering the fact that it's only going to be a 3-month exclusive on PlayStation 5, and the fact that Xbox and Square Enix are getting more friendly now because of the new, you know, deal or partnership arrangement that's going on, it's a possibility the same thing won't happen again, where like, okay, Square is just going to like be like, okay, cool, give us some money, we'll put it on Epic as the first place on PC. No, they may put it on Steam this time around first, or simultaneously on Epic and Steam, just because they see like, okay, they got hit with a big loss. I think it was $2 billion for some reason around Final Fantasy 16 time when that launched, and 16 didn't sell as well as they wanted it to, from what I was reading about and hearing about. So this makes sense why they're doing a 3-month minimum, or at least time exclusive, because they're trying to get away from time exclusives, it seems like. Right, so back to Rebirth, though. Moving on from the release date, that's enough time, you know. So I know me personally, I want to go back through FF7 OG. I can't wait to do that, because that's like gonna get me primed again to understand the story, and like be ready to pick out some bits there. On top of that, I'll be, you know, going through Integrate again. I don't know about you guys, but like this stuff like this makes you want to go back through the game.
It kind of does. It makes me. I mean, I just recently completed Final Fantasy VII remakes. Like, I just recently completed the remake, so I'm not like too. Let's jump back into that. Like more so for the original, it kind of gives me like, yeah, maybe you should like go back and like just even if like I don't do it on stream, or if I just like play it on the side, just to play it, to enjoy it, and like involve myself in the story a bit more, do a little bit more side stuff if I didn't do it beforehand. Like I see myself wanting to do that, but like at the same time, I'm not too focused on like, jump in Final Fantasy VII Remake, replay that story. I literally just completed it not that long ago, so I'm not gonna jump into that right away.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I just I had completed maybe the beginning of the year or whatever, but as Mike was pretty much got on my ass about the Yuffie.
Play the Yuffie DLC, man.
I'm going to, but
God, that DLC was so good. You gotta fucking do it.
Even if you've seen the post-credit scene already, still play through it. It's a great experience.
Not only that, it offers some more lore into the series as well. Like it's worth playing.
Yeah, and in my opinion, the minigame for Condor is fun.
I'm going to, but it's like I said, I don't mind playing on a stream, but it might be an off-stream thing for me to do.
I don't care as long as you play it.
Yeah, so I'm going to. I have it because it comes with the whole.
Yeah,
but I'm going to play it and everything. It's just that I can't say I have little time or whatever. It's so much stuff I got going on, especially game wise.
No, sir. I ain't gonna go here, but you know, I ain't gonna say it out. I ain't gonna say it for this video. But me and Alex both know things about our brother here, Brent, aka Blue Dragon Ryu. He's had time to play it.
This motherfucker has had the time, and what does he do? Nothing.
No, he was stuck on Exoprimal.
He was stuck on more than just that.
But we love him anyway. We just like to give him crap.
I'm gonna play it though. Like I promise you that I'm gonna play it. Like they wouldn't make it, and they're like, hey, go play it, and don't play it and everything. But I'm going to dive into it.
And to be clear, we've all beaten FF7. We've all beaten Remake. Brent is the only one who has not beaten the Yuffie DLC among us three. But we all know about the cutscene at the end. We know about both post cutscenes of the base game and the DLC. So next I want to go into how the devs have confirmed the original party members are back as far as being playable, and they're adding a few more characters in here to be playable. We got confirmation that Red 13 is, and we saw in gameplay last night at Tokyo Game Show of how Red 13 plays and like how he kind of seems to be defensive, has this type of revenge mechanic. And then Yuffie, I forget if they exactly confirmed it, but it seems like it makes sense to have Yuffie playable as well. But I know they're changing how the party meets her. And Kate Sif looked like he was playable in the trailer, the Sony State of Play trailer, with the release date trailer. Because like if you slow it down or pause it, it looks like okay, he's actually part of the party. He's not, an accompanying character. As they call it.
He's not going to be a accompanying character unlike Vincent. But however, I'm curious about Sid though.
Yeah, we haven't seen Sid yet at all.
You have not seen Sid. We have not gotten a vision of Sid yet. And with the story that's going to be taking place in Rebirth, considering it's going up to the Forgotten Temple, which, by the way, no idea where within the Forgotten Temple is going to end. It's just
we will get to that later. We'll get to that later.
Yeah. But I'm very curious about Sid appearing, like how he's going to look and everything like that.
I wonder who's voicing Sid. I don't know.
Think they're in the Forgotten Temple? Or you think it keep going from there?
No. We're gonna get to this later, but they already confirmed that the Rebirth ends at Forgotten Temple or Forgotten Capital, not Forgotten Temple. Forgotten Capital is the ending point of Rebirth. Huh. So, but we'll talk more about that later though. Because I want to talk about the party members that's available to play in as far as original and whatnot. Are you disappointed, happy about it? Do you wish Vincent said were playable, or do you understand? Okay, save them for the third game, because like I feel like they're trying to treat. My perspective is I get what they're doing. They're trying to add a few more playable party members. They're trying to trickle them in. They want to maybe they want to overload you, or they at least want to give you a reason to get all three games, because that way you got Remake, who had the initial like 4 to 5 party members, right? And then you got Rebirth, who adds a few more, and then the third one has everybody to play as. That's like because they got to go bigger and bigger each time with each entry, right?
Yeah, so I feel like they're kind of following along with the original in that sense, because granted, yes, in like the second disc of the original, you could get all of the party members, but Vincent wasn't really like open like to have in the party until like pretty much towards the end of the mid game and
Yeah.
beginning end game.
Mhm.
Like that's when he kind of became active in the party. It was like somewhere in that range. It was like mid to end, like ending of the mid game aspect and beginning of the end game. Like
Yeah.
he was somewhere within there that he became like an actual party asset to continue on.
Hmm.
It was totally skillful, just like how Yuffie was and everything. That's the OG now. They
Yeah.
both are totally skillful and everything, but now it seems
Mm-hmm.
like they have to be there.
Well,
So
yeah. They're intricate to the story, which
yeah,
is good.
Yeah, like having them like actively a part of the story, which even in the original, like they had some part in the story, but nothing definitive. Like it wasn't viable if you had them. Like if you had them, cool. Like they were extra characters. Like if you had
Hmm.
them, fantastic. If you didn't, well, you're not really missing a lot.
yeah, it's pretty much like it's just like a little like sprinkles on the story and everything.
Yeah.
You can have them or you don't want them. You don't have to get
Hmm.
them.
Yeah,
It's
like
pretty much whatever.
they provided some extra dialogue
Yeah.
in certain parts of the story, but nothing that like if you had them, like if you didn't have them, you didn't miss anything major. I'm
Right.
glad with Rebirth, like Yuffie's being more active in the story.
Hmm.
Vincent's going to be more active in the story. Like they seem to be having more of an integral part into the story where
Oh
you,
yeah.
in a sense, have to meet them, have to get them in your party, have
Hmm.
to do all of this just to like understand a bit more. And I'm hoping that they flesh out Vincent's story a bit more in this rather than what they kind of did in the original and in Dirge of
Hmm.
Cerberus. I'm hoping we get a bit more clarification with this story as well.
Now,
But
were you
with that,
guys? Oh, go ahead.
now I'm saying with that, and because Vincent and Hojo, they definitely got history and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh
they
yeah.
may have some stuff that goes more into it, like like what Vincent used to be and everything. I'll let people find out what he was like in
Yeah.
his past life and everything. But him and Hojo have like a trail of bad blood and everything in between.
Yeah.
So they'll definitely try to use that with Vincent and in like Rebirth if he's
Yeah.
going to be like in it and everything. Cause like meeting him,
Well, Vincent's in it. It's not if he is
no,
in
no,
it.
I'm saying like we have to go to like I don't know how they're gonna have it going from Coast of the Soul. Will you meet
Oh
Vincent
yeah.
before or after that and everything? Cause you know
Right. The
Hojo.
order of like places to go in events. Yeah.
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 Yeah, I think meeting Vincent's going to be after all of that because technically in the original you meet him far after Costa del Sol. He's in
Mhm.
Nibelheim, like in the basement of the manor.
Right.
So it's definitely going to be after going to Costa del Sol, and you'll
Yeah.
see Vincent much later after that.
And you brought up a good point, Brent, about how Vincent and Hojo got history. And I'm hoping they really explore that in the main game to a degree. But also maybe we get some like DLC, like the Yuffie DLC for Vincent this time, that maybe goes into like some of his history and kind of leads up to like how he got in the coffin or like his history of Hojo a bit more. Like
Yeah.
so like essentially gives us like a nice taste or slice of what the hell is the issues with him and Hojo, and then drop a DLC possibly like they did with Yuffie for like $20,
Mhm.
I think it was, and give us like a good 6 to 8 hours of content to play through and go through as Vincent.
That's a
And
good point. That'll be a good take to do, like a DLC for Vincent and everything.
yeah,
Like the throw
you
him in
know,
they'll explore his past to
yeah.
how he got to where he's to the coffin and everything.
Hmm.
Like because he was in he was in love with someone and everything, and
Whoa.
I hope they actually do something with Sid as well. Cause I know you're supposed to meet Sid before going to Coast of Soul as well.
Nope. You meet Sid after Costa del Sol.
Do you?
Yes. You meet Sid after Costa del Sol.
Yeah, cause they talking about cause Shinra was talking about the whole the space program.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you have to go to um Rocket Town. Well, what's listed as I think it's called Rocket Town, That's where you meet Sid, and he's, just a drunkard, don't care about anything, hate Shinra because they got the space shit and blah blah this and blah blah that, and then shit happens and he joins in with you afterwards, and then you have him after that. But that's why I'm curious as to how they're going to be bringing Sid in. Like, are they going to keep the same route that they did with him originally?
Yeah.
And have him as like in a sense, a drunkard in that way in Rocket Town. You find him there, and you just kind of run from Shinra again with him, or is it going to be different? And as we said about Vincent, I'm definitely curious I hope they flesh out his story more, so we find out more about him and Hojo's past, and anything else in his past in general.
Yeah, I have a weird feeling that Sid might be a bit toned down only because of like the generation we're in now. So he might not be as much of an asshole as he was in the original to some extent. I don't know. I just have a feeling though. He might be a little bit toned down, might be changed up a bit in his character and personality. Even though overall they're saying it's the same story. They're going to keep to the original story, but we'll see. We haven't seen nothing on Rocket Town yet. We haven't seen nothing on the Shinra Mansion.
We got a little bit on Bugenhagen. We got a little bit on Vincent, a little bit on Yuffie and Red 13. Pretty much with Bugenhagen, we got Cosmo Canyon. A little bit of the manor in Nibelheim. So we got bits and pieces, but not a lot. We also got a little bit of Costa del Sol as well.
Yeah, we still haven't fully seen the full town of Nibelheim, the full Costa del Sol, Junin Harbor, I think it's pronounced. Sorry if I mispronounced
Junin Harbor, yeah.
June. Right. We got Rufus there with the parade and stuff going on. I know they expand upon that in that whole minigame thing where Cloud sneaks in.
Oh God, yeah. I'm curious how that's gonna work out this
time
too.
They weren't too revealing about this, that they expand upon it, they changed up how it works, and I think they said one thing was I think you control your own unit within the parade or something like that, where you gotta
I saw a little snippet of that, as Cloud, you're walking ahead of a unit itself. So
yeah.
I saw that. I was just curious, what's all that about? Because I'm so used to the original where you just pretty much run into the back line and just kind of try to keep in line and keep up with everyone within walking distance. But with this one, actively controlling a set of soldiers walking behind you and telling them what to do. Curious as to how that's going to work out.
Yeah, same. So it's exciting stuff. They can go many ways with it. Have to wait and see. And yeah, Sid, I don't know. Brent, do you think Sid's going to still be at that a-hole we know, or they going to tone him? I think they're going to tone him down.
I hope they keep Sid exactly how he was in the original game. I know with Barrett and everything, they kind of tone him down. They toned him down a little bit too. Cause you remember when Cloud met Barrett and everything in the first when you doing the bombing mission and everything, Barrett was letting get in the Cloud's ass.
Oh yeah, he was cussing out Cloud a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was like, "The hell you think you're doing? The hell who the hell do you think you are? What the fuck do you think you're doing?" Yeah. Barrett now is just like, "Hey."
So I'm hoping.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm hoping right now, whoever plays Sid, and I'm hoping it's some.
Dude, what if it's the same VA who played Sid in 16? Because he's a great voice actor.
I'm going to let you know now, if it is the same Sid that played Sid in 16, everyone's just gonna fucking drop. Because he's such a good VA. Such a good voice actor.
I want him to do
that
it.
If he picks up Sid's role in fucking Rebirth, a lot of people are just gonna drop money on that just to listen to him play Sid.
I don't think it is him just because he's already been in a Final Fantasy game, but it'd be crazy if he was playing Sid again, just in a different.
Being said, because no one really knows how Sid voice is
Oh yeah, no one knows how he is supposed to.
In 7, yes, in 7, yeah.
No, wait, I take that back. You had the movie. We had
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, we did have the movie. We did have Advent Children that
he was
that
kind
did
of
it.
gruff. He was gruff sounding.
Yeah.
So
Okay, then who would you like to play Sid?
I like the voice actor that played Sid in Final Fantasy 16 to come back. I'm
I
not
mean,
lying to you.
I
I
can
would.
kind of see like a lot of people wanting him to come back, but then again, you have to like, if you want to kind of match it to Advent Children, 16 Sid won't be able to match it in that manner. Like
Yeah.
that's the whole thing.
True.
I
But
want to go back and
Ralph did a great job.
I want to go back and try to see what the voice actor was from Avid Children that played.
I
can do
don't
that in a
remember.
moment.
I don't
I will
remember.
say
I know.
this, Tetsuya Nomura did confirm the locations of Sid and Vincent
Hmm.
in Final Fantasy VII Remake. So they are supposed to be within Rebirth. It's highly likely
Okay.
that they will both be playable in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, as they are two of the party members from the original game, and they're close enough in the story that they should be reachable before the end of the game.
But there's the
It's not set in stone, obviously, but with
yeah.
Vincent being revealed as, even though it's just a oh god, what was the name for it again?
What's that?
What Rebirth or
No,
what?
for like the character just like not being in the party, just like following
Oh,
along with you.
accompanying character. Calling
Yes.
it an accompanying character.
With Vincent being an accompanying character, there's a chance that Sid might be the same, but it wouldn't make sense in that manner. I feel like even though we didn't get Sid yet, he's going.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's going to be in it. It's just
Yeah.
a matter of how is he going to be revealed, and who, and like in the same sense, who's going to play him.
Yeah, I don't know. Based on what they've confirmed already, I think Sid is going to be accompanying. I'm happy to be wrong. If he's not, if he's actually playable, great. But I think him and Vincent are going to be saved for the third entry in the remake.
Yeah,
to
I
be
feel like
playable.
they're going to definitely be like there.
Hmm.
How I see everything right now, they're really just focusing on the transversal between going to one place to another right now, because the map is huge from what I saw.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
map
and
is-
nobody can truly figure it out because, like, okay, I was watching Maximilian dude trying to figure out the map, and even he was like trying to struggle busting a bit because he's like having his chat and people trying to help him out, figure out, send him links and it's on Twitter, whatever. But no one truly knows where the heck they are on the map right now or how the map in Rebirth looks. Like, it's insane. Like, there's all these different like people that have like speculated and got these different images online right now, but it's nothing that's truly concrete, I think, until we play the game to see what the heck is going on. And it is an open world. It's going to be interconnected open world too. And you know what's also interesting, what I'm gonna try and do personally, I don't know about you two, I need to go through 15 before Rebirth comes out, so that way
I've done 15, but I wouldn't mind replaying it.
I want to go through 15 because that's the only other open world Final Fantasy game they've done, and I want to play it, go through it, do everything in it. And I understand that 15's open world is pretty much barren. There's only like some handful of gas stations and whatnot. There ain't really towns much in it, but
it was pretty barren.
You have a couple of people, driving around and everything, but it's not like you're gonna be seeing like populated towns. Let's see.
Unlike Rebirth, where we saw footage where these towns are populated, there's some stuff going on, almost like in Elden Ring. And what I mean by that is like every 30 seconds to a minute, there seems like something interesting is going on you want to go to.
Yep.
And I love that. Based on what we saw last night at TGS, it seems like there's always something interesting to go to within within a minute, and while you're going in the open world, and there's something to explore. You can climb walls. There's dungeons and puzzles to check out. Chocobo. We saw how the heck you tame and catch a chocobo. You literally have to like throw a gish. I can't say the darn word right. Thank you. Yeah. I always have trouble with that word. To distract the chocobo and then essentially sneak up behind it and then just hop on it, and it's like you got it. It's tamed.
If you can be like, I don't know if you could change the color of it, like to whatever color you want,
I don't know.
or if you can catch a chocobo, then if you want the chocobo to climb, you have to teach it how to climb, how to
Well, no,
fly,
no, no,
all
no,
that.
no, 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 no. There's different chocobo for that. So there's the sky chocobo or mountain chocobo that are posted for
Mm-hmm.
climbing walls.
Yeah,
They
that's
confirm
all.
they
Like
confirm that.
like the
But
whole golden chocobo thing and everything, because not we
but you're
gotta
talking about customization though, as far as changing the color though.
yeah.
They've already confirmed you can get gear for them, but not change their color. They didn't mention anything about changing color. There's no breeding. So as far as I know, you can capture chocobo, and they're mainly used for exploration and traversal in the world, and obviously chocobo racing. And you can find and get equipment and whatnot, and I think raise them to an extent, so that way they do better in the races. But changing colors, not that I didn't read anything about that.
That's not a big you know negative point towards men or
Mm,
towards like the chocobo thing. 'Cause I know
mm.
you say you're gonna play 15 and everything, and 15 is just like if you get a chocobo, you can change the color to whatever you want and everything. It still
Oh, in
functions as
15
a
you could do
chocobo.
that. Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't see anything about that was talking about that. But how adorable was it that Tifa and Aerith both were like they hugged the chocobo or like took a picture with it when I was up close, like, oh, cute.
yeah. I was just watching that part and everything. I want to make that my background.
I'm gonna make that my background. This
Oh,
motherfucker.
and then what did you guys think of? Like, I was laughing. I think Alice was laughing too about this. The how they have Red 13 riding a chocobo.
Oh my
Like,
god. That is I never thought I needed to see Red 13 riding a chocobo until I fucking saw it. Like just seeing him sitting like an actual human, holding on to the reins and just riding
yeah.
along, just oh my god.
He thinks
It
he's
was fucking
people.
great.
Aw. Look at him now.
It's literally the fucking meme of a dog or cat sitting at a fucking table saying, "Oh, it thinks it's human." Like it's literally that fucking meme, and I love it.
Yeah.
Then the small detail me and Mike picked up that he's actually like got his tail going upwards instead of
Hmm.
going back just for he won't
Yeah, that
burn the
motherfucker's a
chocobo.
Charmander.
Yeah, yeah. You mentioned that last night we were watching it. Yeah, he's a Charmander.
I mentioned, yeah, because Charmander was like, "Oh yeah, let's make sure my tail doesn't touch anything," and Charizard's just
Mhm.
like, "I'm gonna burn everything with my tail. I
Yeah.
don't care."
If you in the way, that's your fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And next point I want to move on to is the confirmation. They said this is gonna be 100 hours of content, gameplay content. Just like I don't think they necessarily meant cinematic per se. I think they meant mainly gameplay, and that's astonishing because look what they did with Remake. They took a 4 to 6 hour segment from the original game and expanded into like a 40+ hour game if you do like everything on a first
because
playthrough.
they added like a lot of side quests to do,
Mhm.
like finding items. Like they added a lot into that.
And they've already, and I want to kind of jump all this together here with this part, like including in that 100 hours of content, you got old and new mini games in being put in the game. Like you got ones coming back. We saw like the chocobo races we mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
They got the card game coming back. They got
The fighting.
thank you.
That's
fighting.
That's all golden salsa stuff, though, right?
Yeah, it's going
Yeah,
stuff. We
it's
didn't,
all
but we
golden
didn't.
salsa, but it's still all of that. Like the pixel fighting
Mhm.
aspect where you had to like hit a certain button to like either dodge or to attack and things like that.
Yep. And I'm happy they got Pixel Cloud in some form in the game because
Oh
I
my
was
God,
hoping,
yeah.
I was wondering if they're going to do like a Metal Gear Solid thing where Metal Gear Solid 4, they essentially have a small portion that's Metal Gear Solid 1,
Yeah.
and you play that.
That's right,
And I was
yeah.
hoping, I was wondering if they're going to do something like that in here. They still might. The closest thing we got right now is the sort of the fighting mini game. But at the same time, they didn't show the battle arena yet. I'm wondering if they're going to still incorporate the battle arena. What new stuff they're going to include mini game wise, we still don't know for sure.
God, yeah, I hope they include the battle arena because I know I'm gonna spend hours there just
Yeah.
fucking shit up.
Most definitely gonna
Battle
incorporate
arena.
that.
I think I'm gonna lose myself in the card game because I want to learn how the heck that plays. Because I never really messed with it before.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna lose myself a bit in the chocobo racing as well because you can spend hours on that too.
I'm
there's
definitely,
some-
like I
back
said,
too.
I'm definitely going to be like engrossed in the battle arena.
Mhm.
If it's gonna be like in the original where you get a certain amount of points or whatever, and
Yeah.
you can get items. If that's gonna be the case, I'm
Yeah.
gone in the battle arena. Like I'm just gonna be chilling there. Like I'll
Mhm.
go out, grind out Gil, and then run back
Yeah.
in, just start beating the fuck out of everything in the battle arena. Just to get items. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
With that
Yeah.
being said, I think they're gonna bring that one guy back that just hides right next to the entrance.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
They definitely got to bring that guy back too. Then.
I
Oh,
almost
you mean
forgot
the one
about
that
him.
gives you the fucking GP? Like he
Uh-huh.
pops up like
Mhm.
just randomly, like on a very small percentage. He just pops up to
Yep.
give you a GP if you give him Gil.
Yeah.
I hope they bring him back. Like
Yeah.
not just
Bring
like
him back.
he's always there, but like in a sense, if you leave
Go
the
in and
golden
come out,
saucer and
yeah.
then come out. Like, well, if you walk into the golden saucer, it's gonna be like
Mhm.
one procedurally generated area. You would have to get on the tram, leave, and then come back in to see him
Yeah.
there.
I
Yeah.
want them to make
That would be fantastic.
I want them
Yeah.
to make that like your first meeting with him is a cutscene. Like he was like,
I mean, yeah,
"Hey,
yeah, that would make sense. Yeah,
Oh,
that'd be,
that
that
would be
would,
fantastic.
that would make sense. That'd be like a nice little shortcut scene. Yeah. Adding to the side con, I said side content. Is summons. They say there are going to be a lot of like side quests or side stuff regarding summons that were never in the game before. That were never in the original game. That were not in a remake.
Ooh.
That you're gonna either have to get them. I'm guessing based on what they're confirming is you have to get them through the side quests, unlock them or fight them.
My
but-
thing is, what summons are they going to be?
I don't know because we already know Odin is in there, Alexander's in there. A friend of ours, he had, I guess, had confirmed that if you got save data from Intergrade or remake, that they'll give you Leviathan and God, what was the other one?
I'm just
forgot the other one.
looking forward for new
Leviathan summon, and there's another one you get if you have the save data from the first game. I don't know. I mean, there's so many they can bring in. I personally want Knights of the Round back in there. I want.
God. I'm just imagining Knights of the Round 3-hour
Mm.
cutscene for the fucking summon.
Yeah.
It's just like, I summon Knights of the Round.
Yeah, they like they
Alright, guys,
got
I'm
it.
gonna go use the bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go make food. I'm gonna go get a drink.
Yeah, like with
We'll
them
be
trying
back.
to
By the time I'm back, we'll be halfway through this cutscene.
with them sticking to mostly original story and content. Knights of the Round has to be in there. Ifrit's got to be in there. Shiva, you know.
Shiva, I feel like the normal summon Shiva. Ramon,
Yeah.
Ifrit,
Yeah. Ramu, I think that's who it was. I think that if you, I think.
Kujata's making a return as well. We did see that Kujata's.
Oh
apparently making a
yeah,
return.
yeah. You're right.
So I'm definitely like ready to see like a lot of these summons reimagined.
We have
Yeah.
Odin in the last game. I know
Yep.
we have.
Yeah. Odin was in the OG. We didn't get Odin in the remake, but he was in the OG.
Yeah, I know he was in the OG, but I know
Mhm.
I didn't see him in the remake and everything.
No, he was not in the remake. Another thing too, I'm hoping for summons, and I mentioned this in a separate video already on my YouTube, is they are better balanced this time. Because I don't know about you guys when it came to remake and how summons were used in that, but they did not feel all that important to use. I don't know, or didn't feel like that OP.
They didn't really feel like.
What's up, John?
Depending on the creatures depending on the enemies you went against, some of them were like fantastic. You summon it, creatures are dead, you can move on. Other times it's like you summon, it's just like, what the fuck did I use you for? I could have done something else.
Right, but
Yeah,
the other
like-
thing too is like something that wasn't fully in your control. Like you kind of had to wait or something.
Like,
And
to me, the summon just seemed like, especially what was Ifrit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Ifrit just sits there, he just walks around, and he does
Yeah.
a couple of attacks. He
Yeah.
walks
That's what I'm
around
saying,
and
like,
does a couple more
summons-
attacks. Then
See,
after
like
that, he just
having summons like that was just like, yeah, cool. You have someone out, but if that motherfucker's flying in the air,
Mhm.
they're just gonna be like, hey, what
Yeah.
up? You wanna?
So-
No, you don't want to come. I need you to come down here so I can tap. Oh, you don't? All right, cool. I'll just wait.
right.
Oh,
So
you're coming down? oh man, I gotta go. My summon time is up. Like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah, let me just use
Uh,
Supernova and get up out of here, man. I'm just like,
right,
all right, all right, cool. I summoned you for a reason. Thank you.
right. So I'm
Like, it
hoping
was
I just want them better balanced out overall. I want
yeah.
them to feel more significant to use in Rebirth. I know they have to do a delicate balance of like, okay, do we make them too OP, or do we have our characters, the actual party members, be able to be OP and stronger than the summons? You know, it's a delicate balance. I don't know what exactly is going to be a right balance they need to do with that, but I don't know. I just want the summons to be better in terms of like gameplay and combat.
Look, all I'm saying when it comes to summons, Knights of the Round, God tier. Granted,
Yeah.
it's a very long summon,
Yeah.
God tier. But just because they're God tier doesn't mean they're God. Bahamut Zero, on the other hand, God.
Oh yeah.
That's down there.
Oh
'cause
yeah.
he gotta go to
Yeah.
the moon. He has to go to the
This
moon.
motherfucker's God.
Yeah. So I would imagine Bahamut's gonna be in there. Bahamut Zero.
Bahamut Neo, or Neo
Bahamut Neo.
Bahamut
Yeah.
Zero.
Yeah.
I think that was it,
Man.
but it was just those three.
Those three.
And it's crazy. I'm looking forward to seeing their redesigns, because I mean I don't think Bahamut's gonna look the same as he did in remake and Ifrit
No,
too.
they're going to be fucking. If anything, Bahamut might have a similar look, but Neo Bahamut and Bahamut Zero, if they are in,
Yeah.
are just gonna look fucking terrifying. Just like,
Yeah.
I summon Neo Bahamut, and I'm just gonna be like,
Mm-hmm.
the fuck is that?
I could tell you right now. Another thing want to talk about Chatley and everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
Bro.
gonna have the necessary stuff to, like, hey, I got these summons I want you to fight, and next thing you know, bam, Neo Bahamut you gotta fight. Bam.
Possibly. Yeah. Possibly.
Well, I'm not
Um,
ready to like talk to Chadley, and he's just gonna be like, "Hey, I had these new missions for you to do," and all you see is, "You're gonna fight fucking God," and you just go down to it. It's just Bahamut Zero. It's just like, all right,
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm done.
I'm not gonna
Right.
lie. I got a feeling you're gonna have to fight Knights of the Round as well.
You might.
Well,
I mean,
I
If they
feel you
do
gotta fight
that,
Knights of the Round.
then they had to section off the HP to where they swap out. Then,
Uh-huh.
like,
yeah, true,
section
true.
out the HP bar, like not fully, like
Yeah.
not like a massive HP bar with 9 dashes in between it,
Mhm.
but like after you hit a certain point of HP, it swaps out to the
Yeah.
next one and just
Yeah.
keeps going down over
Yeah.
and over again.
So
Go ahead.
I don't want to say anything. I know y'all did this in Final Fantasy 14 because we fought them already. Like in Final Fantasy 14, when you do fight the knights and everything, they do, like, the main knight swaps out.
Yeah.
Then
Mm,
two of
yeah,
them come
yeah.
in there and they do their thing.
Yeah.
They leave. Other two come in there, they do their thing, they leave.
Yeah.
And then you just fighting off their different attack
Mhm.
until the main one comes in. You
Yeah.
gotta beat him. They probably do something like that.
Yeah.
Like if you get the main knight down to, like, what, let's say mid health and everything, he
Mhm.
leaves. Then two knights come in there and they do their thing. You gotta they don't have too much health, but you gotta beat them. Then after that they leave. Then the other two knights come in, do their thing.
Mhm.
So they may put you on a timer, mind you. If you don't beat that timer, they go ahead and do that whole entire Knights of the Round thing.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
just dead at
Yeah,
that
that's
point.
just
There's no
Yeah,
survival.
yeah.
pretty much you have to beat them before they do start doing Knights of the Round.
Yeah.
That would be
What else was
horrifying.
confirmed we talk about this week? Let's see, leading up to last night, because they showed us how some of the side quests were. Oh, it seems like, from what it looked like, if I don't know if you guys were paying attention to this, if you have certain characters with you when doing like a side quest or even a quest in general, possibly, it may matter as far as relationship building. Like, it might be a Persona 5 type of thing mechanic, it seems like, because different characters will say certain different things, certain quests. I noticed that with Red 13 when we was watching the TGS stream. And I don't know if you guys picked.
If it leads down to that, like, that'd be fantastic to try out in a sense.
Mhm.
But like at the same time, I'm curious, like, is it going to like benefit in battle doing that? Like,
Mhm.
How is that going to work? And just
Yeah,
that
I don't
also
know.
opens up like doing multiple playthroughs, because then one playthrough you have Red 13 and Tifa with their banter back and
Yeah.
forth for side
Mhm.
quests. Next
Yeah.
playthrough you have Yuffie and Barrett, like, but then you had to swap them out. Like now
Yeah.
you have Barrett and Tifa,
I picked up on
Barrett and
something like that
like
too, Alex.
all of that.
I went back and looked at some of the footage that showed off at the TGS and everything. See how you have Cloud, Barrett, and Tifa and everything.
Mhm.
They have like 1, 2, and 3. So it can be Cloud, Barrett, Tifa. Then it's Cloud, Aerith,
Mhm.
Red 13. Then you switch to number 3. It's Cloud,
Mhm.
Barrett, and Red 13. So I do think instead of like you switch them as their main 3, but
Yeah.
You
they're
you
still
thinking like
active.
it's a loadout, like you think it's a loadout
Mhm.
type thing where you could swap
Maybe.
between them as often as you want,
Yeah, I
as
saw
long
that
as
I
you're
don't
out
know.
of
in the,
battle. That is.
yeah, I saw that when they was doing it like at right at the beginning of the video when they come out of the where they open the door and everything. You see like at the bottom right, you see Cloud switch between um Tifa and Eric to I think it was.
I
Let me
didn't pay
get.
attention to that. Is it like FF10? Because that one, I want it to be like Final Fantasy 10, where you can just easily swap out characters, at least in
Yeah.
combat. Um,
Let me see.
Another thing I want to note though is I remember from the OG is you technically had relationship building to an extent in that game, because depending on certain conversations and things and what you answered and respond to would give you bonuses to a certain character like you or whatever for the Golden Saucer date. And I'm wondering if this ties into that
Oh,
with
that's true.
this relationship system we're possibly having in the game, where it ties into, okay, who are you going to take out on these Golden Saucer date, you know, or
Well,
is it going to
even
be something like where it maybe the characters get buffs and they do better in combat, you know, because you have a good relationship with them. I don't know.
but my thing is, when it comes to the Golden Saucer date, it wouldn't make a lot of sense, because if you just run two characters the entire time,
Yeah.
don't use anyone else. Like you just use
Mhm.
Barrett and Tifa, like the OG 3. You run all the way towards Gold Saucer.
Mhm.
Now it's the fact of, well, who are you going to take on a date, Barrett or Tifa?
Yeah.
Like now you have to choose who to take on like the Gold Saucer date, which is kind of where it like messes up a bit in that manner. Because
I
if you
see your
only
point.
roll with those two, you
Yeah.
never swap out. When it comes to the Gold Saucer date, now you have that issue. So I'm thinking like the relationship aspect, like building the relationship with the characters,
Mhm.
might add into like a stronger the synergy like fight where the two characters
Yeah.
do like a
Yeah.
combo move.
That could,
And
yeah.
that it might benefit that to where that's now
Mhm.
becoming stronger, because now the
Right.
two of them, like the two characters, are now building that relationship together. So
Yeah.
whereas like in
The
the
affection.
beginning, like you first use it, it's only like 100, 200, 300 damage.
Mhm.
You max that out, like the relationship, it's gonna go ahead and now start doing 1,000, 2,000,
Yeah.
3,000 damage,
That's a possibility.
and even more higher on.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely a possibility of what it could be. Another thing too to think about is if they make each of the Golden Saucer dates different. Tifa's is different from you going on it with Barrett. They'd make it more highly replayable, is what I'm
Yeah.
guessing too. That they might do. I don't know. There's different. I mean, there's no wrong answers here because we're just speculating.
Yeah,
So
it's all speculation at this
Do
point as to
you
what they're
think?
gonna do.
Do you think it may have like a affection meter, like going between the
maybe,
different characters? Like maybe they have like side missions that you have to do for the characters and everything.
but we haven't seen an affection meter yet in the game from the gameplay shown so far. It's
Yeah,
just
we
that,
haven't. Well, then again, they weren't trying to show off too much as well.
right.
They're still trying to keep a lot of it under wraps. Like there could be an affection meter, but we had to like go into the actual like,
Game.
I guess the pause menu, like the actual menu itself,
Yeah.
to go down and maybe find it and go from there.
I mean, we are going to get a
So-
demo. Like, even though they haven't said it yet, there is going to be a demo for this, as they've done that for every like in recent Square Enix games. They did it for 16. They did it for Remake. There's going to be a demo that drops at least a few weeks before this game comes out.
Oh,
So,
yeah, absolutely.
Well, maybe we'll be able to check out the demo. I don't know. Maybe it'll be upcoming video. I expect we'll get another like trailer around Game Awards, and possibly that's when they show off Zack gameplay. We haven't gotten to that yet about Zack and
Ooh, yeah,
Sephiroth being
that's-
playable. So I think they're saving the Zack gameplay for possibly Game Awards and Sid potentially for that
Yeah.
time.
I can
Um,
see them definitely saving Sid for that, or like
Yeah,
saving Sid. Like, oh yeah, it's like 2 months from the
Mm.
game's releasing. Hey, guess what? Have another trailer with Sid in it.
Yeah.
Enjoy. Like,
Yeah.
There's a chance they could be doing that.
yeah.
Probably gotta find the right voice actor for Sid and everything. Well, maybe they already have everything done.
Well, see, that's the thing. Going back to the voice actor for Sid, Chris Edgerly, he did Sid in Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts 2, and oh god, what else? Advent Children. And there was something else that he did Sid in, I thought. I could be wrong.
Something else to keep in mind. The game's gonna come out February 29th, so they've already gotten all the voice acting stuff done. Keep that in mind. Like all the lines have been recorded already, probably like a year ago already.
Yeah,
6 months to a year ago. So right now,
he also did Sid in Dirge of Cerberus as well.
Oh, okay, that was the other one. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm excited. I want to see Sid. I want to see what Zack's gameplay looks like, the timeline, what's going on, without being too spoilery. So yeah, I'm trying to think what else. So Sephiroth also being playable, confirmed. There's actual gameplay of him being playable. He is not a one-hit wonder. He like kind of how he was in the OG, where he just did one or two things and he's OP. He's still OP. It's been confirmed that will have access to a significant amount of his moveset. Like, and you can even do his limit break.
Okay, so information, by the way, I just found this information about Sid. Nomura mentions that Vincent and Sid's gameplay will be similar to Red 13 in the remake, aka they're going to be companion characters.
Yeah, that's
so
okay.
Sid himself might not be viable to play until the third game, aka
that's fine.
Vincent might not be until the third game that we could play as up.
That's fine. I'm cool with that. No problem. You got right there. We got Red 13, Yuffie, and Kate Sif as extra playable characters. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
I know there's gonna be some fans who are not happy about that, but it is what it is, and I get why Square Enix is doing what they're doing with that.
Yeah, and when it comes to the airship as well, probably not in Rebirth, but the next game will probably get.
Oh no! Say the airship for 3. Say the airship for 3. So
I mean, even with the storyline of what we're following, airship is probably going to be in the third one.
Because we're gonna get the buggy. I forget the other vehicle, but we're gonna get the buggy, and we're gonna get the other one that lets us go across the ocean.
It's this old broken down plane. Like it goes flying off, but then it fucks up and lands in the water. You can only be in shallow water when flying.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was like a ship or something, but yeah.
It was a plane, like a very old like.
I just forgot the name of it. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, the Bronco. Thank you. I couldn't remember the name. Thank you.
Going looking back at some of this. Well, going back looking at the Tokyo Game Show stuff. They did bring back the Mog House, which is going to be interesting, and some old enemies that we that keep coming back as well too. So
I'm sure Chat is one of them.
Oh yeah, I'm sure Behemoth will be back. We got what you just said there coming back to you, like those bandits.
That took me by surprise too. I'm not gonna lie.
Guys,
those 2 bandits from the remake. Oh god,
guys, we gotta start talking about or speculating on like what sort of enemies are going to get their own special boss fight, kind of like how Hell House had its right. We already know I feel like the snake has got to be one, right? I kind of feel
definitely going to be one.
I feel like the snake is, based on what they showed off, even though it was only very short. I feel like the snake is one. Remember that like psycho biker enemy in the original?
Was he an actual boss though? Or was he just a enemy?
No. I'm talking about enemies that can be turned into mini bosses or bosses, like how Hell House was.
Oh yeah, I could see the psycho biker being one.
Thought about something else too.
Go ahead.
Barrett.
What?
Barrett still got to go through his thing because before.
I know we don't. Yeah.
We don't know. We don't have any information about that either yet.
His friend Dine, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I think they probably make the biker dude. He might be they might
He
be
can.
Roach, maybe. Maybe I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'm hoping Roach comes back. I want him to come back. I don't know if they're gonna like make the biker enemy Roach instead, but I think the psycho biker enemy type could be a boss of its own. And we already got confirmation that at least one weapon is in Rebirth based on the trailer. Like
Yep. It's supposed to be. I think what it said, like someone said from what I looked up, was supposed to be sapphire weapon.
supposed to be sapphire, but seeing the trailer, it looks like emerald.
Yeah,
I swear to God, it looks like emerald.
I mean, we'll get more information when we get closer to it, but
Yeah,
I think the weapon it should be is diamond, as that is technically like the first weapon that you technically like fight.
yeah. I mean, I hope they bring all the weapons back, enhance them, give them good redesigns.
Oh
God!
Which one was going to Midgar?
Diamond.
Diamond, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think diamond should be the weapon that does come back that you fight, because that's the one you technically first fight because it's going to Midgar. Then you also have emerald weapon, which is underwater, ruby weapon, which is in the desert by the desert prison, and then ultimate weapon flying in the air that you had to crash into 18 billion times. Before he finally sets off to the side somewhere.
I hope they fix that. I hope they fix that or make it more fun to do. Another thing too, I hope they introduce maybe 1 or 2 new weapons to fight. I'm not gonna lie, that'll be dope.
I mean, sapphire weapon, unless it's the weapon that gets blasted in the face at Junin Harbor, sapphire weapon wouldn't be a bad weapon to fight. But then again, you also have to think, what all would they do? Like if they're going, if they're following crystals, you have amethyst that you could possibly use. Probably topaz. Like if we're following that line, there's a lot of crystals that you can add in, but then you also have to add in like how are they going to operate as well, fighting wise.
Oh, where they will put them at as well.
Ray, I agree. We will see diamond.
You got the skies taken over already, and emerald was on the water.
Emerald's underwater. Diamond's just there.
Yeah, I like
weapons flying in the air and ruby weapons in the desert. So the only thing I could think of is like having one like set up in mountains somewhere and one in a forest somewhere.
I would say
that's about it.
I would say this too. Have them threaten, like I would say maybe Wutai, or threaten Cosmo Canyon for you to actually, light a fire in your ass. Like, yeah, we need to take care of them.
I mean,
but Brent,
a lot of people are gonna say fuck Wutai. Cosmo Canyon, absolutely.
Wait, Brent, you gotta remember this though, and this is sort of a counterpoint to what you just said. Here's the thing. Remember technically the whole reason that the weapons, even like aside from Diamond, because that was like man-made went up, but the other weapons sort of came into play is because the planet was defending itself.
Yes, that is true.
So
that's why they're attacking everything that has man in it.
No. I don't think they'll go that route, but I don't know. But the third game is where you fight them all, pretty much. Like you probably at least fight Diamond in Rebirth, maybe fight another one, but you definitely are going to fight all. Definitely have
weapon, by the way, is not man-made. It was created by the planet.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was man-made. I apologize.
It was going towards Midgar because they were using too much Mako.
Yep.
But
okay, so we have Sapphire, Ultimate, Diamond, Ruby, Emerald, and Jade as like a list of weapons that they could use.
Ooh, Jade sounds nice.
But yeah, like show us a few of them in Rebirth. Maybe we fight 1 or 2 of them, but not necessarily beat them until the third game, and then we beat all.
Does not sound nice. Jade does not sound nice.
Also,
Omega, by the way, we can't forget Omega.
That's
Omega appeared in Dirge of Cerberus. Jade weapon appeared in Before Crisis, Final Fantasy VII. Emerald, obviously, we know. Ruby, we know. Diamond, we know. Ultimate, we know. And Sapphire is the one that gets fucking blasted by Junin Harbor.
Yeah. Have you guys seen the Sephiroth gameplay, though, as far as how he's playable?
Yeah.
I've seen a little bit. I didn't see too much, but it looks fucking amazing.
Yeah, it looks amazing. You can do some break cloud. They have their own synergy attacks too. And essentially that that materia you find as them, essentially, it wasn't a boss before, now it's a boss. Like the materia down there, it's instant materia boss, and that's what you're fighting.
Oh,
That's the
God.
thing you see in the footage that they're fighting.
Nice.
Yeah, it did say that. Once you look at the trailer and everything, when they're fighting it, it doesn't say material boss. It says something else. It wasn't.
It's something else, but
material.
it's basically the
Yeah.
materia boss. It's
Yeah.
essentially the materia boss that wasn't in the OG. So now, and it seems like that section of the game is probably gonna be good, maybe 20 minutes to a half an hour at least, maybe longer, which I'm cool with.
Yeah.
I think it should be an hour tops. Not too much, not too long, not too short. But I'm excited about it, and then we have no idea what the heck is going on in Zach's own episode, which is part of the main game. That's not DLC.
Oh yeah, I'm very curious about
So-
Zach's episode, considering it's a totally different timeline with
Yeah.
him surviving.
Yeah, with him
I don't want
surviving
them to show them
and
show anything. Like just show bits and pieces, but don't show a lot about
know.
what's going on. Just show me
And-
what's going on just a little bit. Just tease
to,
me.
to Alex's point though, because I was wondering why the heck Zach was still carrying Cloud if he was supposed to be, when we last saw him, he was at the church, and then he pointed up that's probably showing when he's just first entering Midgar. I'm like, oh, good
Yep.
point. So that's probably when he's just first entering Midgar. He hasn't gone to the church yet to check on Aerith, and he's just got Cloud hanging around. And then even in the trailer though, it does show him. You know that one chick from Remake who was like annoying, spreading lies.
Yeah, she's there like getting a hold of Cloud. But then again, we
Yeah.
also had to look at it the same fact that when at the end of Remake we saw Cloud and the group in a sense walk past Zack while he's heading towards Midgard.
Yep.
They can't be in line time wise because in a sense 7 takes place like years after Crisis Core, which is like where Zack, perished. Should have
Yeah.
perished in this
Yeah.
case. So there's a split in the timeline. So
Mhm.
some point during Cloud's timeline, like his new timeline and everything, we had to come across Zack.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, they're gonna merge. They're gonna merge. We just don't know how yet.
yeah, that's the thing. Like they have to merge somewhere. And I'm wondering if it's gonna be at Gungaga.
We haven't seen Gongagi yet. That's a good point.
No, but that's
And-
the thing.
And
That
what
is
I'm kind of
Zack's
hoping.
home.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I know. And I'm interested to see Zach's parents in this game. If we make them an intricate part of the story. Oh my god, dude! What if Zach goes to revisit his parents somehow in his timeline? Holy shit!
He
Not
might
only
say
that,
something
I'm-
like that. If you do try to go and visit, he might say it's probably not time to go and see his parents or something like that. You know how to do that.
No,
He might- I don't know.
I'm starting to think now because in Zack's timeline, unless Cloud dies in Zack's timeline,
That's true.
I don't know.
there's too many variables that's coming into play now, and I hate it
Yeah.
and love it at the same
Yeah.
time.
And that's the cool part. Like, it seems like in Cloud's timeline they're trying to stick most of the original story, but in Zach's they're just having fun. They're letting that shit.
They're literally saying, "Oh, this happened."
Yeah.
Not
Let's
anymore.
just be unpredictable in Zach's timeline. That gives the devs a amount of creative freedom to like mess with the story, mess with our heads. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm hoping it's a good chunk. I don't want to be too short. I don't want to be 6 hours, 8 hours. I want to be a good 10 hours. But that's just my optimism.
I
hope-
feel like
my
it's-
hopium.
depending on how much they put in for Zach's section of the game, I don't feel like it's going to be 10 hours. There's a chance that Cloud's section is going to be 50, and then Zach's section could be 50.
Half and half.
Half and half.
Well,
They
I don't
could.
think I don't know. Oh, you talking about that's including all the side stuff to do?
Yeah, because if you remember, like the remake, the Final Fantasy VII remake, that was like including the side stuff. That's like 40, 50, 60 hours of gameplay right there.
Yeah.
They
I'm
could
not going back and
essentially,
doing
because
homework.
remember, physical copies, it is going to be a 2-disc game.
You know
50
what?
hours on disc 1 for Cloud, 50
You
hours
know
on
what?
disc 2 for Zack.
You know what? That would probably be something they would do. I'm not gonna lie. That is probably something they may do. Have Zach have his own disc, and then have Cloud and the rest of the party have their own disc.
And the only way to do disc 2 is to play through disc 1. Like, you are forced to play through disc 1 before you unlock anything on disc 2.
Oh, dude, no, that's the
Yes,
thing,
They
though.
have to. Because then you're going to jump into Zach's timeline and start going through shit. and be like, yeah, this is great. Fuck Cloud's timeline. All I want is Zack. And then you're not gonna know a damn thing until you play it. If they force you to play disc 1 first to unlock disc 2, that would be better because then you are forced to play that. It's in the same sense as with Rockstar when GTA 5 came out. They said, you want to do online? You gotta fucking wait like 2 months before you can even start that shit. So play the single player until the multiplayer came out. They should do the same damn thing. Force you to play disc 1 just to unlock disc 2.
Yeah. Or, you know, they could integrate them to essentially like you swap off. Just like one minute you're playing as Clouds in Cloud's timeline, and you swap to Zack for a certain amount of time, and you can swap, and then when you're done that part of Zack's playthrough, you go back to Clouds. I don't know if they're going to do that. I'm just saying that's an option. They could go.
The only issue that I have with it is the fact that they are separated by like a few years.
Yeah.
That's the issue that we're running into is like, what all are we going to Zack's timeline because they separate by a
Chad is like you. They want to. They're furious at me for making that joke, that pun.
I just thought about something with this. So imagine, okay, you're playing with Cloud, right? You're doing everything. Then a cutscene will show, you know, let's say Cloud walking. Then let's say you'll see Zack walking back towards Midgard. Like,
I was off, by the way. 2 months have passed, approximately 2 months. So we have 2 months time frame between the two.
Yeah.
Granted, that doesn't seem like a lot of time, but that is also quite a bit of time to have all of these things happen, especially if you're picking up where Zack enters Midgard. That is 2 months time before Avalanche does anything heinous inside Midgard. 2 months.
True.
Now, we now know that Avalanche is not just a small group of people. It's actually a faction.
No, they actually expanded on that and made it like a full faction to where there's like actual extremists inside Midgard, like inside Avalanche.
Once again, Brent, this is like why that's why you need to play the Yuffie DLC because they go more into that a little bit.
Yeah, they go more into it.
So
that's what I said. Even the main game and everything, they're just not. It's not them because you know when they was attacking, like trying to go up the elevator at that one point, and they was like going around and everything. It was just more than just Wedge, Biggs, and
No, that's not the elevator. That's the they were attacking one of the Shinra buildings.
The tower. That's what I'm saying. My bad. Yeah. So it wasn't just those three there. They had more of Avalanche going up there with them, like helping fend off and everything, because they learned that hey, they finna drop the plate, so we need to try to stop them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but if you remember that as well, Barrett, if I remember correctly, dies in it because it was mentioned by Angel. Barrett does die somewhere within that section, but then is brought back to life by the ghost because it strayed too far from the path with Barrett dying.
Yeah, but plot ghosts are gone. They're gone. I don't know.
I don't think they're gonna be fully gone. I think they're still gonna be there. Just they're gonna watch a little bit close. Like they're not gonna be able to do a lot more, but I feel like they're still gonna be there. I don't think they're fully gone.
Okay, I don't know. It's just the way it seems, the way remake ends. It just seems like the plot ghosts are gone.
Yeah, it seems like it, but I feel like the plot ghosts, like the whispers, are still gonna be there. Like they're not gonna be as massive.
Okay.
But they're still gonna be there because they're still, in a sense, following the original time, like the original timeline.
Yeah.
But they did diverge quite a bit. My only thing is, and I feel like that's Sephiroth's doing, making that like diverge in a sense.
Yeah.
My only thing is when it comes to it, I think the plot ghosts, the whispers are still going to be around, but not as heavy in that sense.
Angel says
they're gonna come back. I feel like the plot ghost gonna come back when the one scene that everybody's waiting on was Sephiroth supposed to go and off Aerith. Something is gonna happen. Is gonna mess that entire seed up.
No. Correct yourself. When he manipulates Cloud to essentially beat the hell out of Aerith.
Honestly, I see that happening. I see
feel like something else is gonna happen. what are really gonna like piss a lot of people off? Let's
Yeah.
say, okay, Sephiroth's coming down, right?
Yeah.
And she's supposed to be praying.
Yeah.
Tifa sees that. She
Yeah.
runs over there, push Eris out the way, and Sephiroth come down and impales Tifa. That's when the plot goes and stuff's gonna come back like that shit was not supposed to happen.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I think they're
Anything can
gone, but I
happen.
don't know. I don't know. I think they're gone based on the end of remake, but you guys think they're gonna come back. Well, so we'll see. We'll see.
There's a lot of variables in play
Mm.
here that until we get more information, all we can do is really speculate. I
Yeah.
like to speculate on the total opposite of the spectrum
Yeah.
than most people. I mean, hell, look at the information that I gave you on
Mm.
on the ending of the Final Fantasy VII remake with
Yeah.
those 3 like physical whispers you had to fight.
Those entities, whatever the heck
Yeah,
they're
the
from the
entities.
future.
Like I gave a completely different idea than what everyone else would have figured, and
Yeah.
you just went, you know what? That's fair. I can see where you're coming from with that.
Yeah.
Like it anything can happen in a sense, and
Mhm.
we won't know until we get more details on it. But as of
Mhm.
right now, it's just
Yeah.
the speculations is what's going with it, and that's what's driving it.
Angel in chat says, "What if Barrett is actually dead in Zack's timeline?" Which we've kind of talked about before. And the whole there's a trailer before. I think the last trailer before this one, essentially showed that
It
Air-
showed
Air-
Avalanche like in
on
a sense,
stretchers.
like on stretchers being taken away. And Cloud, if I remember correctly, was one of them. Cloud, Tifa, and Barrett were
Aerith
the
too.
3. Oh,
Aerith,
Aerith
I guess when Aerith was in
It
there
was
too.
actually it was 4. It was Barrett, Tifa, Aerith, and Red 13.
no,
Yeah.
Cloud was there as well. I
Yeah, he
remember
was-
seeing.
I don't know. I don't
Cloud,
remember
so-
Clouds. I don't remember Cloud being there. I remember those
it was
4.
Red 13. It was Red 13.
it could have
It
been.
was all been they were all
So-
been airlifted.
I
Airlifted
thought
Yeah,
I
they're
saw
being
Cloud.
airlifted,
I
so-
don't remember.
That's potentially what's going on in Zack's timeline, where they're either severely hurt or they're dead or dying. I don't know what's going on.
They're severely hurt, and guess where they're going to? Fucking Hojo.
Oh my god, dude, yes! What if that
They're
is
gonna
the
go to Hojo.
case?
They're going to Hojo.
Holy shit, what if that is the case in Zack's timeline? Holy shit, dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I have a feeling the only way for Zack and Cloud, like in a sense, to meet, like their timelines to
Yeah.
converge on each other, is the fact that Cloud has to die or something has to happen to Cloud in his timeline. So
Yeah.
when Zack meets him in Cloud's official timeline, he goes, I killed you. Why are you alive? Da da this, da da that.
Yeah.
And just goes from there.
Or the whole "I watch you die," or
Yeah, like
Yeah, exactly.
I had to kill you. Like I watched you die. How are you still alive?
Yeah.
Type thing.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain it yet. I'm just really intrigued by that. I know they're keeping that close to their chest. I'm excited for it as long as they do it in a great,
Yeah.
creative way.
Because even Cloud's gonna be the same way. Like if he sees Zack, he's gonna be like,
He's gonna
I
have
saw you
flashbacks.
die, motherfucker. How are you
Yeah.
alive?
Flashbacks. He's
Yeah.
gonna have like these big ass headaches and everything. They're gonna show, like how Zack was pretty much like, moving him around and
Fucking,
everything.
we're gonna get the ending of Crisis Core again.
Yeah,
we're gonna
get that.
fucking
Yeah,
That's
probably. Yeah.
exactly what's gonna happen.
One thing I can't wait to see how Sephiroth or the versions of Sephiroth fuck with Cloud in Rebirth.
God.
I cannot wait.
Yeah, because that's gonna be be more fucky wucky shit happening with them.
Yeah, and I think we're gonna see even more of Cloud going insane.
I hope that's the case. And diverting back to when Brent was talking about Sephiroth manipulating Cloud. I feel like there's going to be the image of like the idea of Sephiroth coming down to stab Aerith.
Yeah.
But in all reality, it might be Cloud thinking he sees Sephiroth to attack and instead strikes Aerith down.
Yep.
I feel like that might be a major plot point there.
Although
That
I
will
still,
probably happen.
although, go ahead.
He may see, like, he may go back to the OG, like seeing Sephiroth come down and stab everything and everything. Then it's gonna be like all in his mind and everything.
Yeah.
Like Aerith is gonna do that and all this
Which
stuff.
is why he's going to try to like block it and try to
Mhm.
like and slice at Sephiroth to like
Yeah.
stop it.
Yeah.
But
And
instead,
he gonna
Aerith is going to be there. And he's going to hit her
hit Aerith.
instead.
Yeah. Then
But I
everybody's gonna be like,
still,
what the fuck going on?
I still want them to fuck with us though. Like, give us a good, like, mind job where they give us that false hope that Aerith might still live. I want them to do that, and then take it away, please.
God,
do.
I hope they. I won't lie. I pretty much hope that they give us that warm feeling. Like, yes, Aerith's gonna live. I mean, granted, some people don't like Aerith, but like, yes, Aerith's gonna live. She's gonna survive. This, that, and the other. And next thing you know, Cloud just, and it's just like,
yeah,
"Ah!" You just like
Yeah.
fucking lose your goddamn mind,
Yeah.
and then it just cuts to black after that, and all you hear is Tifa yell Cloud and nothing.
yeah.
I would love that.
But yeah. So
Wonder
I mean,
Woman,
we know. I mean, we know Aerith's still gonna die. It's just a matter of like, just toy with us a bit more with it. Give us that false hope that she's gonna live this time.
God, I would love. I mean, granted, yeah, a lot of us are gonna be like, oh yeah, no, she's gonna die. Like
Or-
the players of the original know she's going to just
Yeah.
disappear.
Or
But
like, or what they could
just-
do is still have
I
her
hope-
die in Cloud's timeline, but maybe she lives in Zack's. I don't know. Even though we saw that scene where she's on a stretcher.
I don't
what the
know
hell's
because I feel like this
what-
is the same. This is the idea of equivalent exchange,
going on. Right.
where one person should have lived.
Yeah.
And like, well, one person should have died, but instead lived. Another person died instead.
Yep.
And
Oh.
because Zack lived, and in a sense, Cloud is still kind of like
Yeah.
fucking gone.
What if this though, Alex? Okay, in Zack's timeline, right? Cloud is still there. Zack is still alive, but all four of them are still hurt.
hmm
Hojo is still gonna have something to do with that. You got to go down there and deal with whatever the hell Hojo is doing. He probably doing some experiments to all four of them and everything. You say Eric, and after that, Zack just like, I'm tired of being within soldier and everything. I just want to go back home. Just just live a simple life.
I
and
just want to
everything.
go back home. I just want to go to my parents.
Yeah, I just want to go like after everything I'm done, I just want to go back home, forget all this happened. So Eric is still alive, Zack's still alive, and they just go back to Gungaga and just chill out while everything is still going on with Cloud and everything. It's just like with all the stuff cause you can still see some of the OG within remake and everything, but you can also see where they're kind of deviating. Like the straight
Well,
line
yeah,
is right
they
there,
have
but
to.
yeah, so that's
Like-
deviating from that because Barrett didn't die when
Yeah.
we were fighting against Genova that one time.
Yeah.
He didn't die at all, but he died. He definitely died in here. He took his last breath, but he came back. That was
Yeah,
not
he
supposed
died
to
in the
happen.
remake. He didn't die in the OG,
Yeah.
but he died in the remake, which is why the Whispers took
Brought him back
part
to life.
and brought him back because it
Yep.
deviated way too far off the path
Yep.
to, have him die.
Mhm.
So there's an instance of with Zack's timeline being a thing because, in a sense, yes, as you said, Mike, the Whispers should not be there. Like the plot ghost should be gone. And I fully understand that because if that was the case, Zack's timeline would not exist. Because
Yeah.
even in Zack's timeline, you see the ghost swirling around Midgard, just
That's true.
waiting for him to come in to be like, "Fuck you, you're not coming in." But then after the whole fight and you escape on Cloud's timeline
Yeah.
and get out, the
Mhm.
plot goes like they all disappear, which
Yeah.
is why I'm thinking that they still are going to be a part of it, just not majorly a part of it. Like if
Mhm.
anything, they're gonna try to stop the two timelines from converging.
Mhm.
So that way Cloud and Zack, in a sense, don't meet because obviously you're not gonna have two timelines converge and two Clouds fucking meet. You're not gonna have that. So
Yeah.
which if they do, that's gonna be weird, and I don't know how that's gonna work out. But
Right.
they're gonna have the timelines converge. Obviously, at some point, with Zack meeting Cloud again
Mhm.
after like the whole spiel of Cloud remembering Zack's death. Zack's side, Cloud, like he could, like
Yeah.
Cloud could, in a sense, transform and die and things like that. Like anything could happen in this point.
Yeah.
And with that being the case, I feel like Cloud is going to die in Zack's timeline, just so that way when they do converge, there's not two of the same entity out there, like meeting in a sense.
I see your point. Yeah, I still want Cloud and Zack to team up, dude. And since they got synergy attacks, I can only imagine what synergy attacks would be against Sephiroth.
Yeah,
or like
that'd be in Disc 3.
Shut it! No. Here's what they need to do. Right? The end of Rebirth, right? They give us a taste, right? You know, where they have Zack and Cloud team up. The timelines have merged, and either they're fighting Sephiroth. This is like after Aerith has been killed or whatever, right? And they're in the Forgotten Capital. So have them fight Sephiroth, or I'm still holding out hope that Genesis is making a comeback.
Yes, I'm hoping for that as well.
And then Genesis somehow comes over to help Sephiroth, and it's a 2v2 situation, you know, and there's no, you know, conclusive winner. It's like more of like a, you know, like a standoff, or like, you know, a kind of like a tie where it gives us a taste, and it's like a nice tease of what's going to await us in the third game. That's how they should fucking do it.
For this. Third game, okay, cool. You know, they all fight Sephiroth and everything, but Zack is with you guys now. They all fight Sephiroth.
Yeah.
Zack says, "I know I'm not supposed to be here. I was supposed to die way back when. Like, while I'm here, like Cloud, I want you to be the honor to take me out and everything. And it's a one-on-one fight with you and you and Zack.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about that.
You have to kill Zack.
I don't know. Oh my god, I don't know how I feel about that.
No, I know what will happen. They're not gonna do that. They're not gonna have Cloud and Zack do a one-on-one fight as like we'll spar, but in secret you're just gonna fucking kill me. No, that's not gonna happen. What's going to happen is most likely, this is speculating into the ending, like into the third game. Yeah. What's probably going to happen is the same thing in the original. Everything's starting to fall into the live stream, like where you are, like the cliff, the edge that you're on starting to fall in.
Yeah.
Zack grabs you to pull you up. The clip, like the part you are on, only one of you can get out because you have to lift one up to get the other one out. Sephiroth is still alive and is going to try to drag down Cloud. Instead, Zack bolts Cloud up, gets him out of there, and dives in to take Sephiroth out, and to make sure that he does not grab Cloud. With Zack having information, knowing that he should not be around in this timeline.
Yeah.
I feel like something like that will probably happen instead. Just because they had like an entire adventure together, depending on when they converge and like meet up and whatnot, they'll have an entire adventure together. They spent more time together. They actively became closer as friends. But now Cloud has to watch Zack fully, like actively, granted, yes, die again. But Cloud also knows that he should not be alive. And as much as he's not going to want to accept it, he knows that deep down, Zack has to like just die. Like he has to go in a sense, disappear from his timeline again, just so that things can fix itself. And with that being the case, he's probably gonna have to sacrifice himself to attack Sephiroth to make sure that
you just made the point I was about to make, because I think Zack's gonna sacrifice himself.
Yes.
When it's all said and done,
going to be the case.
When it's all said and done in the third game, I think Zack's gonna sacrifice himself to save Cloud.
That's what I'm thinking. It could come down to that. Wait, what
I'm just hoping though, with Zack being playable, we can upgrade his Buster Sword. He has his own skill tree and things like that. We can mess around with.
Another thing, 2 Buster Swords in play.
That's
gonna be another. I'm feeling like Zack being a in a sense, he does become a playable character. Like they converge, and he is a playable character the way he can be in the party.
Yeah.
I'm wondering like what their like synergy attack is gonna be.
No.
With 2 fucking Buster Swords in play.
Oh yeah, I'm excited about that. Now here's a crazy theory or idea to bring up too. We haven't even mentioned yet. The possibility of Angeal coming back in some way. I don't know.
If Angel comes back, I am going to be so
Right.
fucking happy.
I don't think it's gonna happen, but I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think based on what they're doing?
But then again, we also still have those 2 at the end of the Yuffie DLC.
Yeah,
Out and
yeah.
And that is part of Cloud's timeline. So we still have those 2 to worry about as well.
Yeah, I forgot about them. You're right.
Because they're supposed to be out and about now. Like, they were let loose. So how are they going to play a part in the story as well?
Yeah. Oh
The
boy.
speculation is just gonna make everybody just we all have these ideas, and when it finally come down to when the game comes out,
Yeah.
it's gonna be like, damn.
I trust them. Like, I know we're speculating what we want to happen, but at the end of the day, I trust them, and like they're gonna give us what we want.
Yeah, I mean, they
Like,
did such an amazing job with remake. Like, even I was like, even after watching like a little bit of you, Mike, playing the remake and then getting it myself, like before I started, I was like, yeah, I'm not going into this with like high hopes and things like that because I knew they changed a lot from the original. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna go like super high hopes. Like, yeah, this is gonna be fantastic. And I came out wanting more because of the fact they did such an amazing job with it.
right?
Like,
That's crazy.
I was fairly surprised with how good of a job that the remake was because I heard so many people like, I was kind of going based off of the, you know, the reviews are like, oh, they changed the story so much, they changed a lot of this, they changed a lot of that, and I was like, I don't really know if I'm going to enjoy it though. And then when I played it and I got to the end, I was just like,
yeah, it's because there's this.
I have Rebirth now. Like, I want to jump into the story more now.
Right. And part of the issue is you're always going to have those fans that want a 1-to-1 remake or whatever. Like, they're just not going to be happy with the reimagine. I get what the devs are doing because they don't want to make a 1-to-1 remake. They want to make something, because a remake to me is, we've talked about this before, it's supposed to expand upon the original storyline and material and whatnot.
It's takes the original and expands upon it. It expands upon the original a lot in many different ways.
Yeah.
And
if you want a 1-to-1, do a remaster. If you want something that's gonna change shit up,
if
but
you
still
wanna,
be,
if you want a 1-to-1, that'll be like an HD remaster. If you want the original, like even if it has to be sectioned off, the original with more added on. Look at that, you Resident Evil remake. You took the original, added on to it. If you want the original, add on to it. Like, here's the general idea. It's gonna be roughly the same story. But little tidbits are changing, and little bits of the map, the game, changes as well.
Hence why
that is a remake. That is a perfect remake to do. Is taking the game, updating it to the best graphics you can get it, and then adding more to the story, adding more to the lore, more to the battle system, more to everything that you can, making it just like the top tier game that it can be.
Like, hence why Reunion. Yeah, but that's why there's a difference. Like, Reunion is a remaster. It's considered to be a remaster. It's not a remake because they didn't change anything.
Yeah,
they kept it the same.
They just upscaled it. That's about it.
Yeah, updated the visuals, and they like made the gameplay feel more fluid. They made the gimmick of the game with the slots feel better, and all that.
Those slots were terrible. I'm not gonna lie.
They made the fusion of the materials like a lot better than it.
Yeah, I saw that. Like, they made that a lot easier. And my God, in the original, it was not that great.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for Alex to play the PC version so I can cry again.
Don't you do that to me. I'm not gonna lie. I cried. Like, this is back when MySpace was a thing and everything. I had that video on my MySpace when like Zach was just there and everything.
Yeah,
I cried.
Oh man, it's heartbreaking, man.
Like, Zach is one of the characters that you just like. You just love him. You love the shit out of him. He's a fantastic character, and then you just watch that and you just go, I fucking hate the world. I'm going to burn the world for you. I swear.
Yeah.
Put me in Cloud shoes. I will burn this fucking world.
My thing is how they put everything against. They put the world on this man's shoulders. Then you go and fight every single thing they brought. They had It had helicopters. They had people shooting rockets at him. They
Mhm.
had soldiers
Not
on top
only
of
was the
soldiers.
world on his shoulders, he was also fighting against the world at
Yes.
the same fucking time
So when they gave
while
us the
protecting someone.
Yeah.
when they gave us that one part where it was just the three soldiers there, and you actually sit there and play it, you trying to run
Yes.
towards the soldier, but he just
He's
limping
just
towards them and
fucking
everything.
drained, like he's just
Bro,
Yeah.
destroyed, exhausted.
I
I
was
was so
hurt.
upset.
I
I
was
was
And
so
to
upset.
in the chat's point, Zach is relatable, or
Yeah.
relatable to most people. So
Because
you know.
Zach was a
No,
character that
goofball.
literally got the shit thrown at him, and he
Mhm.
still went, I can get up off of this. Like
Yeah.
I can come back from this. Like
Yeah.
look at how much he had gone through. The fact that like how much time passed,
Mhm.
get like time wise that he was stuck in a sense being an experiment, and
Yeah.
he had all these letters piled up from
Mhm.
Aerith. And
Mhm.
it's just like fuck.
And the thing
Mm.
was, when he was telling Cloud, when he was in the back of the truck, it's like, look, Cloud, like once this is all said and done, I just want to be a mercenary after this. Just go and make a living
Yeah.
and all that. Like they didn't really have to mess with this man at the end because he was going to leave. He was just gonna leave and just do his own thing and everything. He wasn't gonna. He probably won't go back to Midgard, nothing like that. You won't see this man at all.
Yeah.
So
Nah, he was gonna be straight up gone with
yeah, he was
Cloud with
gone.
him.
It's wild. Man, I'm trying to think anything else that we didn't touch on yet that was revealed this week.
Oh
We
god.
talked
I
about
mean, we
a
talked
lot.
about the characters that we saw. We talked about
Mhm.
like the open world aspect of what it looks like.
Mhm.
We threw our speculations out there. God, I don't even know what else there would be to add in.
I mean,
If
I don't know
you
anymore.
can
You know,
swim.
yeah, you can swim now. You can swim now.
Bro,
And
I saw
Shadowland,
that. I fucking lost it. I'm sorry.
you can
I
swim
saw-
now.
I fucking saw Cloud jump into the water, start swimming. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
What I
Yeah.
want them to do, like when you get where was Emerald Weapon at? Like where was it between? Where is it?
Junin Harbor and Costa del Sol.
Now, where do people start swimming, right? The next thing that
Junin Harbor, Costa del Sol.
now you
Mhm.
see red eyes at the bottom of the like you just
Bro,
see
all I can see
very
now
red
is just like
eyes.
you go to Costa del Sol, you're like, all right,
Yeah.
yeah, let's vacation, beach house. You
Right.
jump into the water. You go under, like you can do the aspect of going underwater, like look underwater.
Mhm.
You just see red beady eyes just standing like, coming for you, bitch. Come
Right,
down here. I'm ready
right.
to fuck you. Like I could just see that.
No,
just like,
man.
oh my fucking god, that would be
You feel
terrifying.
the controller vibrating like it's like a slow vibration. That let's say you can actually fight Emerald Weapon by doing it. You just feel the slow vibration. Then it get
Oh
closer.
god,
and closer.
I
It
would
just get
I would
hard.
legit just I would fucking bail out of the water. Fuck that.
Yeah.
I want them to do something like that. Like if you dare want to be able to fight Emerald Weapon early and everything, you just try to go over there and mess with.
You can just jump
won't
into
be
the
able to beat
water.
it. You won't be able to beat it, mind you. But you just jump in the water. You start swimming up towards you. You just see some red eyes, just like you'll see it just flash on. Then you just start seeing it get closer and closer and closer towards
The
you.
water starts
Slowly.
bubbling because it's starting to come up
Yeah.
out of the fucking
Then the coast
trench.
start vibrating and everything. It's like, yeah, you better get out of this water.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, get the
Um,
fuck out of the water.
Yo, thank you, Enemy Hero, for stopping in. Saying happy Saturday to us. Happy Saturday to you as well. I'm double checking PlayStation blog real quick to see if there's anything we didn't touch on, maybe missed, that I want to talk about with you guys. 'Cause I like having these talks with you guys. Let's see. It's about the hands-on.
I still stand with my idea when it came to the end of the remake, though, with the entities. Also, fuck Elena. Sister Dave's better. Fuck Elena.
Hey.
Wait, what? Okay.
Oh, I know. I know. I see what you're doing.
The
No,
female
you
turn
better not.
Elena. Fuck her. Sister Dave's
You
better.
better not. You better not.
Oh,
She's
so, oh, my bad. The process what you just said there. Okay, got you.
She left for her
Gosh.
own accord. She saw how bad things was, and she just
Well,
left.
she left when she saw what was happening to that. She's like, all right, I'm out. Peace. But we never got her real fucking name. That's why I said, fuck Elena. Sister Dave's better.
Yeah. Cicene. I'm hoping Cicene comes back.
Oh God! Imagine if she does.
Yeah.
in Zach's timeline of all things too, and we
You know what I'm
actually
looking
learn
forward
her real fucking name.
Mm-hmm.
to? You know what I'm looking
That would be
forward
so
to right
great.
now?
What?
So you know what I'm looking forward to right now?
No.
What? Oh
The
god.
slapping scene.
Oh God, I forgot
I
about that.
cannot fucking
Oh
wait
I
my
can't wait.
for this.
You know what? You want to know what's gonna be great?
God.
You want to know what's great about that?
hmm
That's gonna be in the third game, motherfuckers.
I know. I
I
can't
know.
wait
I
till that
know.
they just have Tifa slap that goddamn piss out of. And the thing is, you get the dodge, and do all this stuff and
That should
everything.
be its own little sort of mini game thing, like or
Oh god,
something
imagine
like
if it
that.
is.
Oh, I
Like,
can't wait for
oh
that.
my God, that's gonna be insane. Something also they're doing that's changed up combat. They are taking away the dodge material that was in the remake, and everybody has dodge now.
I'm with that.
That kind of makes a lot of sense. I won't lie. That makes a lot of sense.
'Cause I had the dodge material
Um,
on, and like every time I dodge, I attack, and it does like a wide circle attack and everything. That's why I always kept that in my back pocket. It never left me.
Story Ninja, a dolphin, and a boss fight, like that whole thing. You remember the dolphin part? Like I think it was
Oh
close to
yeah,
this
I'm
all.
curious if they're gonna add that
That's
in.
no, it's in there. It's in there.
Oh,
The
is it?
dolphin helps you out. The dolphin helps you out in combat.
Yes.
It's been confirmed. It's just
Oh,
they didn't show too
God.
much on it.
See, here's
That's
the thing
in
about
there.
this, though, Mike. I wanted to gonna add the CPR part in there too, cause old girl.
I don't know.
And you gotta use CPR her and everything. I wonder if they're gonna do that. 'Cause I don't know if she can die in the OG. I never let her die anyway, but
I
Right.
don't think she does. I think you had to, in a sense, do CPR to get her up and running again. Because I don't think she does. Because that's the only way you technically, like actively like be able to continue is by bringing her back.
Yeah.
it was after that part, mind you, when they did the little boss fight. Now that I
Yeah.
think about it, it was after that part.
Yeah, because she was stuck in the water and
Yeah.
you drag her out, and then the boss comes up. You attack the boss. Grandpa comes down. He's like, "Oh, we need to do CPR, but I can't do it. Can you do it?" Cloud gets stuck doing it, and then we just kind of go from there.
Yeah.
That's that
Only thing is like only other thing I guess is like where it ends at Forgotten Capital. They decide that's the ending point. It's the same as the first disc.
So we
If
got
I'm
to
not
watch
mistaken.
Cloud get taken
My
over by
thing
Silverhawk
is-
and everything.
Even though it's ending at the Forgotten Capital, which part?
Listen, they don't clarify.
That's the thing, because granted, yes, we do get to the Forgotten Capital at one point, and then it kind of like ends there, like as we're getting into it. But there's also a lot of things that we do in the Forgotten Capital that we kind of mess with before we like really stop going there. So is it going to be like as we get into the Forgotten Capital, it's just like done? Or is it going to be where we do extra stuff and it ends in the Forgotten Capital after a specific scene, aka Cloud gets manipulated to strike Aerith, and all you hear is your team yelling at you with a black screen?
Yeah.
That is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Because then after that, like after that entire scene, like in the original, she dies, you lay her to rest in the water. She technically goes back to the live stream in that manner, which I don't know why her body went down. It was supposed to float, but we're not going to talk about that.
They might change that in the
We're not going to
rebirth.
talk about that. But with that being the case, later on, Bugenhagen does come through. Like you take him to the Forgotten Capital and do everything there after that scene. So we do still have to deal with the Forgotten Capital, but
Yeah.
after Aerith's passing in the OG, that's when you technically take Bugenhagen there, because you need access to it first before you take him. And he doesn't really go there until after Aerith has died. Because as soon as you get to the Forgotten Capital, you go through the whole process, you get to where Aerith is, and then she dies.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking. Like, is it going to end on that scene? Or is it going to progress a little bit more and end with you getting information from Bugenhagen about the live stream and the planet and the Forgotten Capital and all of that?
I think all of that is gonna be into it, cause the third disc starts. Well, OG
In the
third
original,
disc
the
art.
third disc is literally just the northern crater and doing the
Mhm.
final fight, except
Yeah,
unless you want
Yeah.
to do all of the side stuff that you didn't finish yet. That
yeah.
is
Right.
what the third disc is for. So that is why I'm thinking it's getting to that point, because the second disc, even after like Aerith's passing, you still have quite a bit before you get to that, in a sense,
Yeah.
like that, like the northern crater going down to fight
Mhm.
Sephiroth, all of
Mhm.
that. So that's why I'm thinking, like, is it going to end there with Eris passing, or is it going to end after you get Bugenhagen there and you get information, or is it going to, end
Either
somewhere
way.
in the middle there? Like it's we just have the idea that it's ending in the
Mhm.
Forgotten Capital and nothing else. So we don't have
Yeah.
any information as to what is going to happen before the ending. So
Either
that's
way,
Think they're
what
gonna
I'm
do with that,
curious with.
Alex. They may bring Bugenhagen there first.
maybe with an
Then
egg in the
do
movie.
the whole thing with everything, whatever. Just to condense everything down.
They
Maybe.
might. It depends.
All I
Because
know
you didn't
is
really go
oh,
there until you were like, I think you had the airship with Bugenhagen. That's why I'm thinking they might save that for the third disc, because
mhm.
you couldn't get there until you had the airship with Bugenhagen. That's the thing. That was the only way you got him there, was through the airship.
Yeah, you're right. That's what I'm saying. They might kind of condense a lot of things down. Since
But
they have the necessary stuff to do more if they
Yeah.
wanted to. 'Cause I
Well,
mean, like even some of the stuff that they're giving us, they didn't really have to, but they just said, fuck it, we're gonna give you this anyway.
yeah.
So
Pretty much.
you're not wrong.
like
Pretty much.
they could expand on it. They can go all out. They can throw a wrench in the plans. Like, oh, did y'all really think everyone's gonna die here or whatever? Or it's a whole bunch of stuff that they can actually
Mhm.
do.
Yeah.
Cause like even when remake came out, it was a lot of stuff like this didn't happen in the this didn't happen in the
Or
movie.
yo, check this. They give us the false hope of Aerith dying, right? Making it seem like she's supposed to die there, Forgotten Capital, but she doesn't, and she actually dies in the third game. They save it.
Could be plausible. Well, yeah,
Um,
that's what another thing that I was thinking is, it goes to a black screen when Cloud is striking at Aerith, and with your entire group yelling at you, thinking that Cloud just it straight up
mm,
murdered Aerith.
yeah,
Starts the third game, it picks up with that ended, with
yeah,
Cloud going to strike. Your entire group yells at you. Cloud
mm,
stops,
hmm
regains his like consciousness again, like regains mobility of his body, and the
uh-huh.
Sephiroth is just like, bitch, you're too
Hey,
weak. I'ma do it.
hey,
Shriek.
y'all miss me?
Oh my
Yeah, pretty
god.
much.
Either way, though, I still want Zack and Cloud to team up against Sephiroth or 2v2 with Genesis, Sephiroth, Cloud.
Oh, that 2v2 with Genesis is Sephiroth as like the final battle, like the final battle.
Because I feel like that would up the
beautiful.
ante. That would up it in this one, right? Because we fought Sephiroth at the end of remake. How do you do it bigger? You get Genesis in there, do
You
2v2.
bring Genesis back, motherfucker. Like
Yeah.
Genesis would be perfect, because technically Genesis is still alive.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
was gonna say
So,
that cause they never said that he died.
Not
yeah.
only
He
that,
just
at the
dipped.
end of Dirge of Cerberus, like I don't know if it was like you had to do it on a certain difficulty.
Mhm.
There is a small, like, kind of real life movie, like cinematic that we see
Yeah.
of Genesis
Yeah.
surviving.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Genesis is still alive. I don't remember how much time it's passed for
Right.
that, but Genesis is still alive. And if Genesis is alive, it would be fantastic if they brought him back as like either in Rebirth at some point, like he's hinted at,
Yeah.
or they brought him back in the third game.
They confirmed they're not remaking Dirge of Cerberus, Angel. They confirmed that, but that doesn't mean they couldn't possibly do it, incorporate it in some way in the third game or as DLC for the third
Yeah,
game.
they could incorporate it in some way, like just the story from it could
So-
incorporate, because
So
we're hoping that the story for Vincent is fleshed out more in Rebirth, if not into the third game, or we get DLC dealing with Vincent's story in some way.
yes, yeah,
Like, I would love that. just like to
Um,
expand out his story.
Also, a bit of Wu Tai was shown off, I believe, last night, right?
I
Wait, a
do
quick
believe so.
That definitely was Wu-Tai. That
Like,
was
what
definitely
the
Wu-Tai.
hell? They confirmed that that's not part of the route in Rebirth. So what the hell? Do you think that's a flashback? Do you think maybe that's Zack's timeline that he's seen Wu Tai? Or I don't know. Like, it's such a short glimpse of it.
I mean, it might not be part of the main route, but Wutai was also a side objective in the original.
Yeah, it
They
was.
had Yuffie to be able to go inside there and everything as well.
Oh no, you could still go in there. You just couldn't do anything major in Wutai.
I don't know. Like, I thought from what I read, they're not really gonna have Wu Tai be a thing to go to, but I don't know now because they show it in like a trailer. Even though it was just like it wasn't an actual full city of Wu Tai or anything like that. It was just like a
Yeah, it
little
was
snippet.
just like a little part of it.
So I don't know. That could be a flashback in someone's head. That could be like Yuffie talking about, you know, her history or where she's from in Wu Tai or something. I don't know. And it's cuts that scene to show it.
Oh god, I just thought of fucking Zack and Yuffie re-meeting each other as well.
Didn't they do
Yeah.
that before?
They met in Crisis Core.
That's when they first met. Yuffie was younger.
Yeah, Yuffie was much younger during the Wutai Wars, and they
Mhm.
met, and she, she was a child, so Zack was
And
just
that's-
like, "Oh, you got me! Oh no!"
Yeah.
And then she ran off, and you're just like, "All right, see it, kid. I'm gonna go fuck your people up even more now."
Yeah, and that little snippet of Wu Tai we got could be from the Wu Tai Wars. It could be a flashback from it. I don't know.
It could no, I don't know because there was like dancing involved.
I don't know. So little was shown though. I don't know, man. It's like I'm just speculating. It's crazy. This is so cool to speculate.
Yeah, there's
But-
there's way too many variables, and just speculation is all we can do.
I'm excited. Oh, I'm ready. We're gonna get something update Game Awards. I'll be checking it out. I don't know what else we can say right now about it, but we kind of talked about this a lot. We spent way longer than I anticipated talking about this.
I mean, that's just kind of how it goes.
So
when you
I'm
start talking about different ideas and different variables that
Yeah.
could happen, it progresses.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna edit this down to like an hour possibly, or an hour and a half. But so a lot of good ideas here from all of us. Hope you guys enjoy this, and for those that do watch this on YouTube, share your comments, share your thoughts in the comments below. Let us know what your theories are, what you thinking about this, what you hopes will be in there.
Yeah, let us know
'Cause-
because we have our speculations, but anyone else could also offer ideas as to what they're speculating about. But
Yeah.
please let us know what you're thinking of.
I still don't know what the third game's gonna be called. I know people are speculating like Requiem and some other similar stuff. I think I'm gonna keep with the R
I can
theme.
see Requiem, but I don't know.
Who we were watching Max stream when they said that? Somebody said Revenge. Somebody said somebody said Requiem. Somebody said fuck, what was it?
I don't see Revenge. I see Requiem more so than Revenge.
Retribution.
Revengeance. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Not that.
Well, if they named it Revengeance, I'm done. I'm done.
I'm kidding. It's not that. It's not gonna be that. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I could see Requiem though, like that. I could definitely see that as like bringing it to an end.
I don't know. I still think they're gonna stick with the R theme though, because we got remake, we got rebirth.
They can talk about that. And somebody said re-aerith.
Yeah,
Re-Aerith.
yeah, re-aerith. Yeah, somebody joke about that too. It's exciting times. It's a great time to be a Final Fantasy fan and Final Fantasy 7 fan because boy, it's I want to I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna try and play it day one. And yo, thank you, Mick Mission Impossible for the sub. So I don't know. Any of your thoughts, guys? We'll wrap this up. Any of your thoughts from you guys?
As of right now, until we get more of the game, as of right now, no, I don't have much thoughts. I've given all that I could think of right now.
Brent?
I would say this. Like, as I said this before, they didn't have to, but they did. The piano.
Oh God, yes, I forgot the piano.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
They
God.
didn't have to do that, but they did.
Yes, I love
My
it.
only gripe is, please give us an option to be able to use the directional pad, the buttons, L1, L2, R1, R2,
Mhm.
because there is no damn way you're gonna be able to do precise precise stick movements with that and everything. Because
Oh God, no.
cause like when they showed it, they had Cloud playing everything, and you had to look on the left and the right side,
Mhm.
and you have to play it exactly like if it went down or down, left, left, up, left,
I'll
and
tell
all
you
that
right
stuff and
now,
everything.
not succeeding in that. Good luck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I'm not at
I'm not
least.
that to me that felt like doing the Thunder Plains all over again.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work. They have to
Mhm.
change that.
Yeah.
Like they have to change that to be the buttons and everything, because that's the
Mhm.
only way people are actually going to enjoy that. Like
Fair.
if they want to change the pitches and everything, like how the piano plays, use the sticks.
Yeah. Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, they have to change that. Cause I won't like that minigun unless they change it to me being able to press X
Mhm.
and square, triangle, circle, up, down, left,
Mhm.
right. So if they do it like that, they get that minigun to be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. But that's gonna be it from us though in this video. We thought we could. This was great talking to you guys, and we may do one more before the launch of the game. We might, depend on what information we get in the near future. Um, and if not before the launch of the game, definitely after we've all beaten it. We're gonna do one to see what
Yeah,
we kind
that'll
of
probably
predict.
be sometime, considering it might be a bit
Yeah.
before it's on PC.
Oh, I know. But that's fine. I just want to do what you. I want to do this again with you guys, either possibly one more time before the game comes out, depending on what information we get, and then after we all go through it and beat it. And so that'll
Oh
be
yeah,
fun to speculate.
absolutely.
That'll be fun to speculate what the heck they're gonna do for the third game and everything like that. All right, guys, that'll be it. Thank you so much, and drop a thumbs up if you enjoyed this discussion talk and everything. Give us your thoughts and comments below.
So your
Bye.
ideas in the comments.